Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the Perkins Engineering YouTube channel, episode number 60, proudly brought to you by Snowy River Caravans. We're wrapped to have them on board this year for a few episodes. So this is their second episode, number 60 in our series. But I'll tell you what, I've got something really exciting this episode to show you under this cover. It's a really cool car that's only recently come into the workshop. We're going to pull the cover off in just a moment because first of all, I want to show you this other caravan we've just snuck into the workshop, this nice Snowy River SRT8. So, still in the single axle range, which makes it a bit easy to move around, to be honest. But this is a bit more my style. This is the multi-terrain. So we've got a little bit more ground clearance. We've got bigger all-terrain tyres on it. And it's sort of a bit more equipped to, maybe take across Simpson Desert or up to Birdsville or something like that. So I'm pretty keen to jump inside and let's check this one out. Yeah, I like this one inside the SRT18. So single axle and only 18 in length. You'd think that you'd miss out on something in here, but to be honest, you're not missing out on anything at all. We've got the big queen size bed here, which looks fantastic. All the wireless chargers and things. So this has got lithium batteries as well. A couple of solar panels up top. Got the air conditioning here, and then still got the big fridge too, which is very handy. Nice big kitchen area, slightly bigger living area as well, which is pretty cool. And then down the back in the ensuite, not only we've got a shower and a toilet, but there's a washing machine here too, which is very handy. So I like this. This is certainly a bit of me. Another part of the SRT18 that I really like is a bit of dust and rock protection here. It's got full dust suppression system, so it's still made of the aluminium panel, aluminium sandwich panel I should say, and the aluminium frame. So it's still reasonably light. It's got this nice big toolbox up at the front, which is exactly what I'd be looking for in my caravan. And I like the big mud flaps here at the front as well. So with 9 different themes and lots of options and room to upgrade, this caravan could be made into something very special for you, to be honest. And like all the Snowy River caravans in the Snowy River range, they back the product. 5-year structural warranty, 2-year manufacturer warranty. So get down to your local Snowy River Caravans dealership or jump online, snowyrivercaravans.com.au. All right, now we've finished with the multi-terrain SRT18. I tell you, that is a bit of me. This episode, I really wanted to bring this car to you guys, show you this new car's come into the workshop. So without further ado, I'm going to rip the covers off and we'll have a look through it. So this is chassis PE010, otherwise known as chassis number 10. Very, very cool car, let me tell you. So the VL was originally built 1990. It was the white car with Perkins Engineering as the main sponsorship down the side. People will remember 1990 Bathurst 1000, finished 3rd place, but got stuck at the end of pit lane when the race stupidly had 2 safety cars and they used to put a barricade at the end of pit lane and Dad got stuck there and the rest is history.
Pit straight, but I think you'll find that he maybe has missed the cue, has he? Yes. Gee whiz, that is bad luck.
Then the team went to the VNs for 1991. This car was actually sold to a privateer by the name of Graham Moore. It was painted red and ran as a Strathfield Car Radios car. Then Dad got it back for the 1992 season. It was predominantly left in its red colours throughout the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship that year. Most races it had, again, Perkins Engineering in yellow and white on the side. It picked up some other sponsors. Statewide Roads Racing was what it was called, SWR. A couple other sponsors. Copy World at Malala. I think Creepy Crawley got a run in Perth. Was on a shoestring budget. But then come the endurance races, which is how the car's been presented now. Bob Jane T-Mart's jumped on board and the car looks fantastic. So it won the 1992 Sandown 500. Qualified on the front row of the grid for Bathurst in 1992. Fastest lap time around Bathurst in a VL Commodore this bad boy owns. And then ran at the Grand Prix in 1992. Dad got on the podium there. And from that point on, it actually became Don Watson's car. So Don Watson drove this at the Grand Prix and a couple other races in 1993. He had a crash at the Adelaide Grand Prix, and a lot of the bits came out of this car and went to his VP Commodore. So this car was recovered as a bare body shell, and I tell you, our customer Dave Gardner's done an exceptional job restoring this to an immaculate level. We haven't done the restoration at Perkins Engineering. Dave did a lot of the work himself. We've assisted enormously, made a lot of stuff, and the car has been in our workshop before, and then now it's back again. We're going to finish off a few jobs for Dave, get it racetrack ready, and hopefully give it a fang out at Calder. But what I want to show you some of the things in this car. So let's pop the bonnet. The very heavy bonnets on the VL, so they've got the body kit on them as well as the main VL road car bonnet. And I'll put the bonnet stick here, which I've conveniently left just here for us to use. I'll hold the bonnet up with that. So the car came back to our workshop a couple of years ago because we got our original composites man, Richard Struthers, to remanufacture this airbox. And a lot of people go, wow, that's a cool airbox. How did you know that was in the car? Well, like all of our restorations, we've got a folder full of photos. So we've got build photos of this car, some build photos in the boot. There's a young bloke that looks like me cleaning it back in 1992. And then you'll see there's a photo of my sister actually and my cousin Carly, but there's a great shot under bonnet. So we set about replicating from photos. So we remanufactured the airbox, and this is a slide engine, but this is actually a wet sump. So it's still got an oil tank dipstick here, and it doesn't have an oil tank in the boot, and you fill up the oil here. So this is a slide engine with a 6-speed gearbox, and I tell you, it looks fantastic. If we work our way back through the car, at one point in time, there was a little bit of conjecture about this car, whether it was the car. And you know, when you've got good photos and good information, you can always verify something. And something with this car that was going to be incredibly hard to verify, we saw straight away, which proved that it was the car, was a photo. And we'll beef this up and put it up on the screen properly, but you can see a tiny little mark on this section here, which is right there. And that's weld in detail. It's actually a little bit of a stuff up, to be honest, because it's just nicked the seal out. But that would be the most hardest thing to replicate if you were trying to do something dodgy. So there was never a shadow of a doubt in our mind that this was the car. So when it came to our place last time, we made a brand new switch tower for it, the LP tower of power, all the dash infill, the gear stick cover, and we've assisted with some of the wiring diagrams and other specifications and information about the car. But if you poke your head in there with the camera, you'll see it is immaculate. One thing you notice with these cars, they're so heavy on the doors, all the road car doors, but they've also, with the Walkinshaw kit, it's got all the extra body kit and body pieces on it. So working our way around the back of the car, I love how they've used the original boot clips with the springs on them. And inside the boot, you see, again, Dave's done a great job in the back here. There's a little boot stick there ready to go. So part of our job list for this car will be to fill up all the brake and clutch reservoirs with brake fluid, race prepare all the brakes. It's got brand new rotors, pads and whatnot ready to go. So we'll racetrack ready, verify everything is spot on, and put it on the chassis patch and put a known setup in the car and take it out to Calder, which will be pretty neat having a Bob Jane Team Arts car out at Calder. But again, have a look in the boot. It's a great job here in the back, using original steel fittings, which from our build photos back in the day, and really trying to replicate everything from as close to as period correct as possible. So we've got the original Dymag wheels on this car, which we helped restore and get painted. They look $1 million. And then if we open up the passenger side, you see the wiring on the car is fantastic. The original Chubb yellow fire extinguisher has been sourced, and yeah, it's just done a great job kind of doing everything we would do in a restoration, and we've been really proud to assist in this one and help play a part in finishing it off. So it's going to be exciting to see it come to life, which we will do an episode on this, starting it up, running it up as well. So stay tuned for that one. And I guess a lot of people will want to know what's under the airbox from when we pointed it out at the start of the episode. So we'll pull it off, and There you go. So this runs the slide manifold engine as per the 1993 car, and everything's been replicated to that of how it ran in 1992. So the detail with the oil cooler, and the engine bay looks fantastic. The airbox was a big part of the restoration, getting it all back to how it was in 92. And I tell you, I'm looking forward to finishing this one off and having a drive. So we hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been really cool to show you this new car that's in the workshop. We'll bring another video, like I said, running this one up. But a massive thanks to Snowy River Caravans for their support of these YouTube episodes. And don't forget our merchandise, the Perkins Engineering, Perkins Motorsport merchandise, perkinsengineering.com.au or perkinsmotorsport.com, whichever suits your fancy. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And don't forget us on Facebook and Instagram. And thanks for your time.